I can't hear you. Black power.
Black power.
Put that down. Black power.
Black power.
Black power.
Black power.
Every hour.
Every hour.
Black power.
Black power.
My son, what do you say? Freedom is a must. Every hour.
Black power.
Every hour. Every hour. Tell you lot that now. I have more balls than most of you men out here.
No, I do.
Innit? Tell them. You do. What do you... Black is beautiful.
Black is beautiful.
I'm not saying I'm going to rule the world or I'm going to change the world, but I guarantee that I will spark the brain that will change the world. And that's our job, is to spark somebody else watching us. We might not be the ones, but let's not be selfish, and because we're not going to change the world, let's not talk about how we should change it. I don't know how to change it, but I know if I keep talking about how dirty it is out here, somebody's going to clean it up.
We need to learn something, people. When I tell you we have to love each other, in order to come out of this, we have to love each other. We want the system to be decolonized, so we have to start decolonizing our own minds. I want all your black boots down, because when I walk through them gates, don't stand aside and watch as they kill your prophets.
To lie to. Who are you?
And who are you?
Who are you?
Okay, you refer to yourself as the leader of the Oxford Black Lives Matter chapter, so you are officially affiliated with UK Black Lives Matter. You have said yourself, that the police are comparable to the KKK, and you've directly contributed. You've directly. Can I speak, please?
I've got the calling, and I'm telling you, I feel it in my bones that there's a change coming. You just got to stick with me in it.
Do you mean because I'm a girl you think I'm gonna fuck you up?
Come on, man.
Because I'm a girl.
We're here to
You're here to drive this side out to make it look like all black people are ignorant. Yeah, I'm angry right now because of what's going on. It's made me angry, yes. Just like when he was angry when he thought that his town was being destructed, his city statues were going up. I'm angry too.
Of course you're angry.
Yeah, so why are you calling me dude? What does the dude mean?
And you also
what does the dude mean?
You don't believe stats and facts.
What does the dude mean?
It's recorded. So
what does the dude mean? What does the dude mean?
You know, I'll be honest.
How am I? You're what we're dealing with.
Yeah.
We're what you are. What we're dealing with.
Overly emotional, angry, quick to violence.
Are you calling a black woman angry?
I'm not just saying it. I speak with facts. And I come with facts, and that's why they want to shut me down, and they want people to think I'm a racist, I'm an extremist, because if you listen to me and the things I'm saying, we had a country who put 3 million into the SARS unit. The SARS unit went on to kill how many young people in Nigeria? Our country didn't take accountability. We didn't send resources to help those in the hospital. We didn't help those parents that had lost their children and couldn't find them. But we put money into training those officers, didn't we? What did we train them to do? Kill. The officers here that are being trained, what are they being trained to do? Protect buildings and statues. Every protest, where do you see them standing? By the Churchill. If you go by the stores, they stand in front of the shop buildings. Are they standing in front of the people? No, because they're not here to protect us.
They can label me a terrorist, they can label me racist, but I'm not racist. I just love my blackness.
You can't be racist.
So I speak very clear on the things I say. I back it up with factual account. When I look at the Albemarle report, was the last time money went into the youth sector, and that was in the 80s, and that was a result of a riot. We're always being given pacifiers, and as black people, we no longer want a pacifier. And as a white working class, I have a white foster mother who I grew up with. So I'm not racist. I have no room to be racist.
Don't just go away. Bring that song that you just heard to every ears you could find to put it in. Bring every message you heard here today to every ears you could put it in. Never be scared to say black power. In a minute, I want all my kings and queens. Raise that fist in the air. Raise them. Black power! Black power! Black power! Black power! Black power! Black power! People got the power.
People got the power.
Power to the people.
Power to the people.
Building by the hour.
Building by the hour.
Power!
Power.
Power!
Power.
Power!
Power.
Black power!
Black power.
I love my black people. I love all of you. Black is evident. Black is powerful. You heard a black woman is a one woman to carry the Eve gene. She can make every race come from a black woman. We are Mother Nature. And I want my sisters out there, let that register with you. Before you understand and start responding to them chirpsing, let the queenship resonate with you. I don't open my legs for just anything. I know exactly who I am, and that is why they can't silence me.
I could only love myself because she taught me to love myself. She taught me that she couldn't do my hair, so I have to do my hair myself. So I had to learn my culture and I had to embrace my culture. She helped me to embrace my culture. Yes, I come strong, but who doesn't? When have we ever had a revolution that has been done in silence and just through marching? When I say one solution revolution, what do people think? I'm talking about slaughtering white men left, right and centre? No, I'm talking about a social revolution first. But I'm also able to know that a social revolution is probably not possible based on the current climate. So we have to think of a revolution. Whether we come together as people or we have to stand on our own in our own communities, we're willing to do so, because enough is enough. When you've lived so many years, and it's like you're playing a game, you're never winning shit, you're never owning shit. Every time you own something, it goes around at least 5 to 6 years and that's taken away again. Whether it's a community centre, whether it is a grant funding, it goes back away again. Every white children that walks into the classroom, they know who they are, they know where they came from. Whether it's from a misogynist man who cut the heads of his wives off, whether it was from Honest John who called women witches and watched them be hung, they know who they are. We were told that we were savages, we were barbarics. They came and civilized us. We weren't told that King Munsa was the richest man ever, so rich that he gave gold away for free. We weren't told about the black contribution. We were told about the Chinese Silk Road. We weren't taught about the transatlantic trade route. We weren't taught about the blackamoors who conquered Spain for more than 700 years. If you know who you are, you do better, right? When they're sending their kids to private school and sending our children to make up the next labour force, the reason that we have people like Boris is because of their private school system. They're raising their children to be leaders while we're sending us to public school to work, pay taxes and die.
But do you think that people should take their identity from their skin colour rather than their culture?
No, I think your identity comes from your culture. Skin is nothing more than a divisive tool. The colour of your skin is something that they've used to divide and conquer. It's because it's the only thing you can physically see different about yourself, because everything else is the same. You have eyes, I have eyes. You have nose, I have nose. Ears, everything else is the same. If they cut you, you bleed red, I bleed red. The only thing that they could use to divide us is the thing here. The black woman possessed the Eve gene. The Eve gene, she makes not only the lightest man, but the darkest man. So we know that race isn't something that separates us. As anything, we're distant cousins somewhere along the line. If history was told properly, we'll know that. But because history is not told and we're taught a Eurocentric education that doesn't serve the people, but it serves the preservation of the corporation and the empire, then we can't do better because we don't know any better.
Shouldn't kids in like a European country, or more specifically like in Britain, have like a British-centric education?
Of course, but they should also know where Britain got its education from. Britain took education from the Greeks, the Romans and everywhere. Where did they take their education from? Timbuktu, where the first ever university was. So they need to tell the truth of it, so they understand that we're not people that were just savages. They didn't come into our country and help us. Flies are not buzzing around our children. At a point, heavy was the head that wore the crown, and there was a time where you invaded countries, and that's how the empire was built. No one is saying to British kids, we're going to teach you that you should hate your own. What we're saying is everybody contributed to what is here today and continue to contribute to what is here today. Like my ancestors, your ancestors, they did it together. When my ancestors came and said no dogs, no blacks, no Irish, for some reason Irish is okay now, dogs is okay now, but blacks still ain't. And I wonder, how did that happen? Because what? They divided us. At one point, we walked the same streets together. We built roads together. We had the miners and the black boys striking. Do you remember when the miners